Good, good morning, everyone. I'm Jansi Rathod, and today my presentation topic is rural labor and eco-critical reading, landscape, economy, and agency in Frost's poetry. Here are the academic information. Here are the table of contents. Here's my research question. How does Robert Frost's poetry reinterpret rural landscapes as ecological and economical active spaces where human labor, environmental conditions, and individual agency interact to shaping meaning, identity, and survival? And the hypothesis is Robert Frost poetry redefines rural landscape as dynamic, ecological, and economic systems in which human labor and agency are central, demonstrating that nature is not a passive setting but a lived environment shaped by work, decision making, and the pressures of social and economic realities. The introduction is Robert Frost poetry is often misinterpreted as a simple nature poetry that celebrates rural beauty, but Frost's language is landscapes are not untouched wilderness, rather they are spaces shaped by human activity, seats where economic survival is negotiated, and this perspective challenges the romantic tradition of nature beauty, instead presents a more grounded and realistic version, interpreting nature through an eco-critical lens. Eco-criticism examines how literature represents the interaction between humans and natural world. And in Frost poetry, nature is never isolated from humans. The land is cultivated and inhabited. Ecological systems influences human decisions, and this aligns with eco-critical thought, which argues that literature reflects the interconnectedness or ecological social systems. Rural landscape as a cultural space. Frost's landscapes are deeply embedded in rural culture, and these landscapes reflect a distinctly American rural identity where land is tied with both personal and collective experiences, and these landscapes functions as memories, indicators of social structure and expressions. And rural labor meaning and function. Labor is central to Frost poetry, and it sustains life, it connects human to the nature, and it defines personal identity. And this portrays labor not only as a physical work, but also as a mental effort. And most importantly, labor is not romanticized, it is often repetitive. Landscape as economic system. Frost's poetry reveals that rural landscapes functions within an economic framework, and this aligns the idea of inclusive economics where natural resources and human effort are interdependent. For example, farming requires understanding of natural cycles, and thus this presents nature as a system where ecological and economic values overlap. Agency and human decisions. Agency is not ability, freedom, it is shaped by economic necessity, environmental conditions, and this means that choices are always meaningful but limited, and these decisions carries certain consequences. And process characters often faces the situations where they must act as uncertain, and which highlights the complexity of the human agency. Stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. So, this poem presents a speaker who pauses to observe the quiet, snowy covered forest, and this moment of stillness, which is interrupted by the speaker, and he acknowledges the responsibility of waiting for him, and he cannot remain in the woods. And this poem reflects a tension between the allure of nature and depends on the social life. Labor versus desire. So the central conflict in this poem is between the desire for rest and contemplation and the repetition of duty, which emphasizes that labor structures the human existence, and this reinforces the idea that human life is governed by the economic and social commitments. The road not taken. This is also another poem by Robert Frost, and which is read as a celebration of individuality, where the diverging roads represents the life choices and the possible future, and the landscape becomes as a space where human agency is exercised under constraint. Choices as a labor and responsibility. So choosing a path is represented as a form of labor, and it requires evaluation, and it also requires the involvement of risks, and this aligns with the idea that human actions is a productive force, and decisions contribute to shaping life outcomes. Fire and Ice. This is also another poem by Robert Frost, and this poem moves away from physical rural landscape and presents the abstract symbolic environment, where fire represents the desire and greed in a human being, and ice represents the hatred, coldness, and the emotional indifference. And critically, this poem implies that excess desire can lead to exploitation, and indifferences or hatred can lead to collapse. Moral economy and collective fate. So the poem reflects a moral economy in which emotions act as a destructive force, and thus agency is a collective, not individual. Labor, politics, and identity. Frost's poetry reflect a broader social and political concerns, which is linked directly to the class identity, rural struggle, and economic survival. And uh, Frost's work engages with the politics of labor, and this highlights the challenges faced by the rural people. Economic vision in Frost poetry. We can see that Frost has presented economic vision as an inclusive, ethical, and environmentally making people aware. And this vision values the human efforts, sustainability, and balance between the nature and economy. Integrated interpretation. Frost's poetry integrates that ecological awareness, economic structures, and human actions. And the landscape is produced through only labor and interpreted through the human experience. Conclusion. Robert Frost's poetry presents a rural landscape as a more simple natural settings through eco-critical perspective, and these landscapes function as active spaces where labor and environment and human agency interacts, and this analysis shows that a landscape is cultivated, inhabited, human labor shapes the land, and human identity and agency operates through decisions influenced by ecological conditions. Here are the resources. Uh, Thank you. If anyone have a question, you may ask.
Hello, Jancy. How does Frost show the link between rural labor and nature in his poetry?
So Hiral, Frost shows that the rural labor and nature are very closely connected with each other, and his poems often shows us that the hard work of the rural people and their daily life, where people are always dependent on the land season, and which shows how meaningful it is.
Hello, hello, Zensi. My question is, what does agency means in first poem?
So, Jaipal, in Frost's poetry, we can see that agency means the power of ordinary people, where they act and choose, and how they are shaping their own lives. And we can also see that while facing this hard work and while they are facing, they are also connected with the nature, and this also shows us the strength and control. Thank you.